Okay, so we're jumping headlong into the Moonraker build now. And I already discovered a little bit of a problem. It's lucky that my eyes and my ambitions are bigger than my skills. If you remember, I printed out two separate models. I printed out the Moonraker and I printed out the Enterprise. And going back to the first video, you'll remember that I've had one more page on the Enterprise model than I did on the Moonraker model. Well, as it turns out, after I read the instructions, that missing page is what I need for the Moonraker as a key component for the build. So, not wanting to stop and wait, I decided I was going to cut it out and going to start working on this, but I will have to go out and get another sheet of paper, print another part sheet actually, in order to continue with both builds. So, very simple. This is the interior of the cargo bay. This is where we're starting from. So we got our folds down. And if you'll notice here, the directions on this are so much nicer than any other kit that I've come across so far. The person who built this has step-by-step color photos on his website to go with these builds. And the parts, as you can see here, are labeled. So in other words, tab 5 goes into this slot for tab 5. 4 to 4 and so forth and so forth. Which makes it very easy. By far, so far, the best that I've seen. Now, I know it's only one part, but just the work that went into the kit so far is really what I'm talking about. It, of course, remains to be seen how it goes together. But, so, give me a minute, we're going to start doing some gluing. Okay, so we got the main part of the shuttle done, or the cargo bay done. And if you'll notice here, we don't have a flat bottom, we have a rounded bottom, and that's key in a construction. Next thing to do to finish this off is, if you'll see in here, we have some dotted lines, okay, on both sides. What they are the locations for the reinforcer strips, which I have here, cut out and bent. Now we're just going to glue and put them in place. So all I do, a bit of glue on the finger, on the back side of the pieces, like such. Okay. Put them in place, squeeze, press. Okay. One more. Remember, when gluing the paper, less is usually more. You don't need a lot of glue. You put too much glue, it soaks into the paper and it gives you kind of like a warping. It soaks the paper, and you don't want that. You just want enough that it's tacky, and then when you put it on the parts, it sticks and it works really well. So, step 1 complete. We have a cargo bay. Now, of course, the question is, what am I going to do this for? Is this going to go for the Enterprise, or am I going to do this for the Moonraker? Anyway, there we are. So, next step, right back. Okay, the next part in the assembly is to glue the payload box onto this part here, and it's going to go in between these dotted lines. So I need to glue this and then press the cargo box in place. So, glue on my finger, not real technical. Again, you don't need a lot. Spread it out. As you can see, it's very tacky already. Now we take our part. Okay. We're going to press and roll. Oops. Rolling it on my fingers, and you can see here better. You can see I got like a rocking chair motion in order to get it to tightly press together. And of course it's rocking because it needs to follow the contour of the cargo module. Look at that. Looks like a big sled. Alright. That's it for right now. I'll be right back.